a Jewish man. That's his name, Bankman Fried. That's like a Japanese guy being named Mathematician Bomb. Now, Sam Bankman-Fried is in prison for scamming billions of dollars from millions of people in his company FTX, a crypto trading platform, where he's having sex orgies with very unattractive people, which is the offensive part there, and living in the Bahamas, which is sketchy when you're running an American financial business institution. And this shit's distracting. I got these little gloves, man. I found them in my spare room the other day. Listen, Sam Bankman-Fried did one of the worst things that you could do, and that is steal money from individual people, okay? Look, you're scamming businesses is one thing, but you're stealing from people. You're taking money out of American citizens' pockets. Literally, this is not like a taxation is theft argument where some people could argue that the government is using our money wisely, which it isn't, but that argument is existent. There's no valid argument for why you should be stealing people's money that are investing on your online trading platform. And not to mention this downward spiral this had on the reputation of cryptocurrency itself, which is a booming industry, if you will, and has the potential to save countless lives. If you don't understand Bitcoin, I mean, I guess I could talk about that a little bit. Essentially, Bitcoin is the greatest thing ever, and it's going to make everybody rich, and all you have to do is buy it and not get hacked and not get phished and not sell it and not lose your private key, and you hang on to that for 5-10 years, your money's going to be worth a lot. You hang on it for 20 years, it's going to be worth even way more. And then you pass that down to your kids, they're going to be set for life. That's basically how it works. You don't need to understand the math. It's fuck it. Do you understand how credit cards work? Do you understand how the banking system works? No, it's part of the. It's money. It's new. It's going up. Just fucking buy it. You don't need to understand. But if you are so inclined to have some information, basically, some anonymous figure, Satoshi Nakamoto, designed a protocol where you can virtually mine Bitcoin, which is essentially your computer solves math problems, and if you get the right answer, numbers pop up on a screen. Now, you may be thinking, well, Bitcoin has no intrinsic value, it's just numbers on a screen. Yeah, what is money? What is US dollar? If you don't understand Bitcoin, you need to ask yourself what money even is. And what it is a store of value using to exchange and trade and hold wealth. Now, inflation is a direct effect of quantitative easing, which is producing more money out of nowhere. Up until 1970, we were on the gold standard, which every dollar was backed up by an equivalent amount of gold in Fort Knox, which I'm sure you can guess who is behind getting rid of that. But ever since we left the gold standard, the money has become increasingly worthless. So not only is everyone slaving away for money, they're slaving away for money that isn't even worth much. And it's getting less and less by the day. I think the US dollar has decreased about 25% in buying power in the last several years. Anyways, that's the biggest benefit of the Trump presidency, by the way, is they're super pro-Bitcoin because they want to make money and they want to make their friends money, which is often a criticism of politicians. However, they're human too. They don't have anything we don't have except a fuck ton of money. But the access to the information is out there. And you can find conflicting pieces of information where one side will tell you to buy this and one side will tell you Bitcoin's a scam or whatever, but that's where you have to use some deductive reasoning and some critical analysis and intuition, and basically don't be a fucking retard, which is a big ask. I get it, and I don't expect you to be able to do that for the most part, but it's just really obvious. Like, how do you get rich? You have to make more money than you spend. How do you lose weight? You eat less calories than you burn, or you burn more calories than you consume. So it's all math. All the universe is built on these mathematical principles that are undeniable and woven into the very fabric of reality. So if there's only so many Bitcoin and people are losing them by the day, the value is going to go up. And it's already, the proof is it's already at like a trillion-something dollar market cap. No company has ever made it to $1 trillion market cap and then failed. I mean, in 2021, Amazon, Meta, I think Facebook, they all took a 70% dive from getting to $1 to $2 trillion market cap, and they bounced back. I mean, even if 70% dip in $1 trillion market cap is still billions of dollars. So the risk of losing money on Bitcoin, it has nothing to do with the market. It has to do with you being a dumbass and clicking the wrong button and losing your shit. So if you can manage to be smart and hold on to your coins, and you do not touch it for, let's say minimum 4 years, guaranteed to make money. It's really, and it's not a get rich quick scheme, because 4 years is not quick. It's the fastest thing available. It's the fastest way you can get rich right now. But let's look at the alternative. Start a business, 95% failure rate. Gambling, also 95% failure rate. So gambling and starting a business is about even. Real estate, I mean, your gains are like between 5 and 10% annually. Becoming an angel investor, I mean, the odds of winning on that are pretty low, and the payout is years down the road. So really, there is no better investment. And that's what Trump's campaign is really relying on, is him paving the way for Bitcoin to make its way to the mainstream. And I separate Bitcoin and crypto, because cryptocurrency includes a lot of other types of things similar to Bitcoin, where as Bitcoin is like the main one. It has to do with, first, it's the first. It has lore and culture behind it. It was founded by an anonymous figure. That's fucking cool. Ethereum was founded by Vitalik Buterin, which, that guy's a weirdo autistic freak. Like, the companies are reflections of their leaders. So, like Apple's one of the greatest companies ever, because Steve Jobs was a fucking asshole. He was a fearless leader that said, fuck you, listen to me, you do what I say, and it worked. I mean, the people didn't really like him, but you had to respect the vision. And, I mean, kind of the same thing with Elon Musk, although he's a little autistic, but he's nowhere near the level of Ethereum. But that is the greatest gift of our lifetime, is Bitcoin during the Trump presidency. Now, there's a lot of things wrong with Trump. He was on the Epstein files, for sure. People are like, well, if he was on the Epstein files, wouldn't we have known about it? Yeah, well, I knew about it. I knew about it years ago. He's on the flight logs. He had a lawsuit. He had pictures with him. And I'm not saying that kid fucking is a fair trade-off for the rest of us getting rich. It would be better if the whole I think if you remove the institution that incentivized kid fucking, you would get rid of all the monetary problems along with it, because it's the same people running the money scam that are doing the kid fucking scam. So, and we're at a weird place right now where the Democrats are saying the Republicans are covering up the kid fuckery now. Because it used to be the other way around. Everyone knew that the Democrats were the ones doing this shit. And now they're like, no, it's the Republicans. When actually, if you take a closer look, Trump is a lifelong Democrat. Trump was not a Republican until like 8 years ago, until he ran for president for the first time. So that's a relatively new development in his life. So basically, still Democrats are a little bit worse. But I mean, the Republicans got their own shit too, forcing people to keep unwanted pregnancies. I'm not even sure which side is which anymore. I don't even know who believes what. I just know that Republican women are better looking and men, and they're more fun to hang out with. And liberals are annoying and ugly and weird looking, and I don't like trans people. But both sides are controlled, and I mentioned this before, that they're just going to sway the public vote from one side to the other. Once people lose faith in the Republican Party, they bring it on back to the Democratic side, and then rinse, repeat, do the same exact shit, because the people funding both sides are the same people. And I've talked to some pretty rich, high-up people that are billionaire adjacent, and they told me that they support, the billionaire donors support who they think is going to win, not who they think is right or who they believe in their policies. They just want to be on the team that wins, which makes sense. It tracks with human psychology, and it's a lot easier to understand life from that perspective. And a big thing people don't understand is that, and then, again, this is a liberal view of empathy, and shouldn't we care about random people that we'll never meet on the other side of the world? It's a big popular view to have. I personally don't have that. I don't get it. I don't care about people that I don't know. I care very much so about my community and people in it. But, you know, if you're far enough away, I don't have time to worry about you. And I know you wouldn't worry about me. I know if you're some poor Muslim dude with a knife in London, you'd fucking stab and rob me. So why should I be pushed to care about those people that clearly would not, probably would not, I don't even know if they'd be cool to hang out with, you know. But it seems like Trump is just really just trying to make this world a safer place for criminals. In which case, you'd probably just become a criminal. Like, what's the fucking point of living a good, honest life if you're just going to get shafted by the government? I don't know. I can't believe he pardoned Sam Bankman-Fried. That's like, he pardoned Ross Ulbricht. Ross Ulbricht was also a crypto criminal. He created a website where you could buy and sell drugs. Super illegal. But he was providing a certain